Yeah, 'cause it's cold outside, just walking in the trenches, late night, peaceful thinking. You gotta clear your thoughts before you lay to rest, before you lay to bed, Make sure you ain't going to bed with no negative thoughts, no doubts about tomorrow, no doubts about yourself, taking on this new journey. It is 2025. You said you were going to accomplish new things. You said you were going to try this, try that. Hopefully, you keep your word to yourself. And I know you will. If you're listening to this video, I know you will. We all will. But one thing I hope we all do is love ourselves on the journey. And what I mean by that, let me go in a little deep. Let me go in depth about loving yourself on the journey. The journey gonna be hard. The journey gonna be rough. It's gonna be filled with jagged edges, cruel people, obstacles. We gotta find out our way across. Sometimes we might gotta go beside it, around it, jump over it, crawl beneath it. But for us to get to our goal, to the next step, the next level, it's gonna require us to love ourselves through all of them trials and tribulations. Not complaining, not asking God, why me? Because you have got to have a two-way to look at it. Everything is a dual aspect, as far as in, it's no one-sided sheet of paper. It's no one-side door. It's a front and back. It's no one-side sofa. It's no one-side of nothing. Okay? So if you asking God me for the trials and tribulation, because you asked for it, He chose you from birth. You wanted the chosen. But if you give up, you maybe just turn to one of the called. Because, a lot of called, but the chosen is few. So you got to keep your head on the swivel. But at the same time, while you going through that shit, you can't give up. Because that shit gonna get hard. That shit gonna get tough and shit. But don't give up on the journey. Hell no, don't give up. Because no matter how far you came along to wherever you started from, you got a long way to go. But you also got to love yourself and appreciate everything you did to even get started. So it's going to get hard. Your family going to turn their back on you. Your friends going to laugh at you. Your old friends going to start laughing at you and joining you, clowning you. Because guess what? They never believe you can do it. And at first, they never even heard of some shit that you might be trying to do. But they know they can't do it. Then they hear you trying to do it. The first question gonna pop up, who you think you are? Your retaliation or your response should be, nah, who you think I am? To be able to not get accomplished whatever I said I'm gonna do. And a lot of times it be because the people that you're talking to and telling your dreams and your goals to, you probably told them that shit before and didn't do nothing, depending on what type of person you are. But we gonna do different this year. Yeah, we gonna be different this year. 2025, we gonna get everything we asked for. On both sides. Remember that. The good and the bad. So when you see the bad, don't get discouraged. Don't try to avoid it. If it's meant for you, go through that trial and tribulation with your head up high. Because a lot of people give up in trials and tribulation. But if you know what I know, and if you just look at life and all the so-called legendary people that made themselves something, the billionaires, the great leaders of the world, if you want to call them that, but they all had to go through something, no matter it was back in the 60s, late 80s, early 90s. Right now, they going through something, and they had to keep going through something to hold that position, or to hold that understanding, or to hold that legacy. So don't never try to think you ain't gonna go through nothing just because you want to get some, and God chose you and you feel good about that, and God love all his people. But God gonna also see how bad you want it. The Most High, Mother Nature, she gonna see how bad you want it. And the trials ain't gonna stop. And they gonna come in different forms to where you might foresee some of the trials and tribulations and you might not. But you gotta tell yourself, I love myself. That's the whole point of this video. You gotta love yourself. Don't never let go of your dream and your aspect because somebody around you don't believe you can do it. Don't do that. Because that's one way how to kill a dream. Telling your dream or your goal to a small-minded person. Let me tell you why. They don't believe they can do it. And they kind of know in their heart, they not going to put in the work for themselves. So they kind of feel like you're trying to be better than them. So they're going to talk you out of it. Yeah. Yeah. Shit like that. But you got to understand what's for the better is sometimes you got to know the people you're around. A snake going to be a snake. And what I mean by that, you can't tell everybody what you want to do. Because you know some people got influence over you where if you do tell them, you know you're going to be persuaded to whatever they say. They might tell you to keep it up. They might tell you to stop. You wasting time. And you know over time hearing the same shit from that one person, you're going to get a respect to a certain extent and you're going to drop what you want to do and listen to them. And that's not respect. That's disrespect to you. How you gonna disrespect your goals to listen to somebody else? You know what I mean? You gotta change that shit up. You gotta have a better way in going about making decisions in 2025. It's not based on the next man, the next person. It's not based on who gonna say what or how you get looked at. It's not based on none of that. In 2025, your decisions should be based on what you want for yourself. I know you're tired of living that certain type of lifestyle. I know you're tired of it. Why you think I became a YouTuber? Because I was tired of doing certain shit. You know what I mean? I tell all my people, they chill with me all day. I got a lot of people that fuck with me. I tell them all the time, you know, when you working, save that money, invest that money. Go on YouTube, learn how to invest in stocks. Learn how to invest in crypto. Most of them, you know, I ain't gonna try to pull my own coattail, but they get their information from me. Cause I do a lot of learning. I'm a nerd in that aspect. So I tell them a lot of shit, break it down to them, show them what video I get the information from. You know. But in 2025, you gotta do it for self. You see what I'm saying? Don't drop the ball in 2025. You're going to be seeing a lot of crazy shit on the news, distraction. You're going to be seeing a lot of crazy shit on Instagram, distractions. You're going to be seeing a lot of crazy shit on TikTok, distractions. All that shit going to be trying to distract you. From what? From what you said you wanted in life. Another year around the globe, not chasing your dream, being distracted with big asses or glittering glamour, clubs, music, partying, events, shit you ain't making no productivity from, you ain't increasing your knowledge, you ain't increasing your wealth from. Now if you is in that type of lifestyle, DJing, music, or artist, or whatever the case is, you know, you gotta partake in certain things like that. And there's other ways to do it now. The digital market going crazy in 2025, so you not necessarily gotta be a part of it, but I'm not in that. I'm in the entertainment industry, but not that part, so all my shit is, you know, through digital. I ain't got to necessarily be around nobody to make some money. But in 2025, do what you said you wanted to do and keep your word to yourself. It's all about loving yourself. I can't get tired of just saying that. Love yourself. You see what I'm saying? Dedicate that shit. I ain't dropping off. I ain't stopping. Every day I'm gonna drop a video on YouTube, no matter what. It can be raining. I wait till it get done raining. Or I go somewhere inside, change the scenery. Everything, no matter what. I'm right now in my neighborhood walking, nigga. You know what I mean? I'm walking in my neighborhood, late night. What YouTuber doing that? Not in their own neighborhood. They ain't doing that. They in the car in the neighborhood or driving around, and I ain't gonna get into all that, but look, love yourself, do what you gotta do for yourself. You know what I mean? Cause get what? You were doing it anyway on the other side. I know I did. They get into some little storytelling. I know when I was 16, nigga, what? You couldn't tell me not to get no money. When I was 16, nigga, everybody in my neighborhood know me. And I ain't gonna brag about it because it's a bad thing, but guess how they know me? Because I was breaking in everybody's house, kicking in everybody's door. That's what I was doing. You know what I mean? I was going with the wrong crowd. My head was all the swivel. But one thing I do know, everything I do, I go in. You see what I'm saying? And I, like I said, I'm not bragging about it. But even on that side of the field, when I was active on that side of the field, it was what it was. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't got no choice but to, when I'm on this side of the field, trying to correct all my wrong, trying to clean my karma, trying to do right, trying to send out positive energy to Mother Nature so I can receive positive energy back. I know I'm still gonna face trials and tribulation because of what I did. Ain't no telling how long that gonna last, but I'm not looking for no inspiration. I know what I gotta do to put in that work until the day he called me home. You see what I'm saying? So don't be looking for no end goal, and don't be looking like you probably ain't did what I did when I was younger, so you probably, whatever the case is with that karma debt and all that, but what I mean is, like, don't look for no reward. Do it because you know you love yourself, and you know the only way you love yourself because God allowing it. He could have been took your breath. You looking at this video, you can drop dead before this video stop. I can drop dead before this video even come out. So you gotta be grateful every second of life, no matter what you're going through. Be grateful. Everybody ain't got the shit you got, and sometimes the people that got a lot of shit ain't grateful. And sometimes even the people that got a little shit ain't grateful because they want more. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, you gotta love yourself. Sometimes everything on social media ain't what it seems. And sometimes it is. But you shouldn't be judging that. If anything, judge what you can get out the video or the pic or the post, whatever you looking at on social media. You see what I'm saying? Workout plan, workout program, change your diet, change your mindset. That was first with anything, you got to change your mindset. Even when you want to so-called leave anything alone, like you see in the movie, when the strippers want to leave the club alone, they try to change their mind and go to church. When the so-called drug dealers want to leave the streets alone, they change their mind and start trying to go to church. I don't think niggas doing that now, and females doing that now at the same rate they were doing in the movies back then, but time changed. You know what I mean? Change your mindset. Change your perspective. And it's hard for a lot of people to change your mindset or change their perspective because they haven't had a taste of what they want yet. See, with me, a little bit, go back into when like I said, when I was 15, doing all that crazy shit, eventually you're going to touch a lot of money at different times, kind of fast, depending on how active you is or how much crazy shit you doing. You see what I'm saying? And being that young, touching that much money in a group, it changed your perspective on a lot of shit. You start to think it's easy out here. This how it's not supposed to be, but it's easy to get some money, right? But ain't nobody taught you how to manage that money. So you blowing it as fast as it comes. Every lick you get it, that shit ain't lasting, so you gotta do another lick. And that way keep the licks coming because you don't know how to manage the first lick that you won from, or the second or the third. So now you're looking at almost triple digit, and now you're looking at some more shit and some more shit, but we ain't gonna get into too much detail. You gotta love yourself through the journey. No matter what, love yourself. I ain't got no phone mount. I'm out here switching my arm. That way y'all see the angle switching. I'm out here switching my arm. You see what I'm saying? Keep looking at the camera, giving you eye contact, and trying to let you see my neighborhood at the same time. I'm just walking around my block. I can walk to the other blocks and shit. And y'all see as the car ride past, y'all probably seen people sitting on the porch. I ain't stopped talking. I ain't did no hiccups in my speech. Why? Because when you want some and you know what you got to do, you just got to do it. And you see how late it is. That mean I procrastinated all day. What I'm going to say on YouTube. What I'm going to record at. I don't feel like walking to the park. I lost my game yesterday on sports and my account at 0, so I got to start back over. But I already know that, so that's not a problem. But it made me doubt myself while I was trying to stay consistent on YouTube. And it's only I believe my 5th day staying consistent, January 5th. I started on the 1st. So I told myself, you can't drop the ball knowing what you got to do. How the hell you going to drop the ball? If you're going to drop the ball, everybody else going to drop the ball when you need it. You can't get mad. Why? Because you dropped the ball on you first. How the hell you going to drop the ball on you? That don't even make sense. But a lot of us doing that on a daily basis. We doing it on a daily basis. Like, this might rub a lot of people the wrong way, but I tell my partner them, you know what I mean? They what made me get out the street and shit. I tell my partner them, I be like, look man, for a nigga to be doing crazy shit and knowing it's shit out here you can do the right way to kind of move the pen, maybe not in the same speed, but if you put that same energy in there, it'll kind of move the same speed, or it'll add up better because it's legal, you see what I'm saying? I be like, look, before, this how reality is, but a nigga just don't say it. A nigga cut corners, slur his words, and say hood shit, and make it seem okay. Nigga be like, yeah, all right, baby, I'll see you later. You know, I got some, gotta go out here in the street and hustle, gotta goddamn come up with some shit. All right, tell the kids I love them, I know they still sleep. Boom. It's simple shit, that hood shit, regular conversation, nigga leaving the house. But what really he should say is the truth. Hey, look, I know I be on Instagram all day and TikTok. I see all these influencers talking about how to clean your credit and how to get business funding when I get an LLC, and the LLC don't cost that much. And I know how to set it up with my email and my virtual address and 411 and all that. I know I've been looking at that and you've been showing me that. And I know you've been showing me influencers how to start their YouTube page and faceless YouTube page and all these things, but I want to risk my life out here and try to go, I'm going to go take from a nigga that is trying to do something right with his life, because I don't want to do nothing right with mine. And if I catch a nigga dreaming hard enough and he's slipping while he chasing his goal, I'm going to catch him, take him down, and shit, whatever I catch, I'm going to bring it back home and shit, we going to try to do something with that. That shit sound crazy, right? But that's what really going on. Niggas leaving the house with their kids and fam, coming out there bit risking their life and freedom. Some maybe got to, I ain't gonna just say like that, but you really ain't got to. Maybe 75, 80%, 90% ain't got to. Cause you see the little shit on Instagram, even if you think it's a scam, you see the shit. You see the viral videos going trading. You see the sports bettors. You see the credit people cleaning credit. You see the YouTuber. You see the event space. You see the business owners. You see the people telling you get an LLC and they get you business funding. You see they telling you they can get you funding on your personal credit. You see how they tell you can get cars. You see how people tell you can get free land. You can get bank closed housing. You can go to the bank to get housing. $1,000 houses, cheap property. You see the shit. I know I see the shit. It's in my feed and I'm not searching for that shit. In my search bar, I'm following influencers who doing what I want to do. Like I just said, sports betting, real estate, trading. That's who I'm following. And I can screen record my page and know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it up maybe right here. Y'all see the people I'm following. That's what I do. And I follow a lot of people more than I got followers. But I don't give a fuck about that because I'm getting a lot of information. I'm getting downloads to change my current situation. Because I know my current situation ain't my final destination. But it will be if I don't put forth the effort to change that narrative. It's on me. He woke me up this morning. Mother Nature said, I'm going to give you another chance. And if you're looking at this video, you had another chance too. You got another chance too. So what you going to do with it? This the 5th day of the year. What you going to do with it? You got to be grateful enough to keep going. It's nighttime. I know my image and video ain't that clear, and the quality ain't that good. This ain't the best camera. I ain't got no microphone. I ain't speaking correct English. This may sound ebonic. I understand all that. But if you see this video and you listening and you made it this far in the video, I know you want something out of life. And I know you gonna do what you gotta do. No matter what it is. It can be just something simple as getting a job. It can be simple as, let me finally go to the library. They got free internet. Let me get a free credit report at freeannualcreditreport.com. I get one free every year. Let me pull up my credit profile, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at, but while I'm looking at it, let me pull up one of the YouTube pages in the corner and see what they talking about and see can I follow along. If you want it bad enough, stop making excuses. If you want it bad enough, stop making excuses. Man, I can't tell you a lot of shit I used to do just to not make excuses. I hate depending on people. You see what I'm saying? You can't put your faith in another man. You know, we all drop the ball, bro. We drop the ball on ourselves. We ain't perfect. We all fall short of God's glory. We all do. So every day we should be grateful and trying to get that glory back. Every day, no matter what's our situation. No matter what's our situation. Every day we got to be thankful. No matter how bad our situation is. Because it can always be worse. Someone out there always living worse than you. Thinking worse than you. Making better decisions than you. Facing worse scenarios than you. And get what? The same way they facing worse scenarios than you, some people out there going harder to get out them scenarios. And you not even in a scenario that bad and you ain't going hard enough. So what you waiting for? What you waiting for? What you waiting for? You let me know. You let me know what you waiting for. I'm just trying to see. You think something gonna drop out the sky and pick you up and live in your skin and make decisions for you? You think somebody gonna knock on the door and tell you come get some money? You know, I don't know what type of lifestyle y'all live when y'all were younger. I know with my experiences, on the main time, 95% of the time my partners called me when we were younger, is to go get in trouble, to jump some people. We finna go do some crazy shit at somebody's house party, or we finna go break in some houses. We finna go steal some cars, something like that. I never got a car when I was younger to come get some money, some legit money. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it was. But I can't just blame that because I knew what they was on. So I can't just say they should have called me with a legit money, a landscape job, or a pressure washing job at that time because we were young. No, we had to fundraise, break in houses, do shit. Cause, you know, rest in peace, our mama, some of our mamas, they did what they could while they were here. But to us, we wanted a little bit more, so we took it in our own hands to start doing crazy shit. And we had our trial and tribulation with the law. It is what it is. You gonna face that. Can't get mad about that. You know what I mean? Some of us do worse shit and get away. It is what it is. That's his story. That's their story. What's your story? Don't forget, this is a story. You know how many people lived on this earth? And this is gonna shock you, right? Because I bet you ain't never thought of this. You know how many people lived on this earth that you never heard of? You know how many people lived on this earth that you never heard of? Right? But the few people you have heard of, you treat some of them as celebrities instead of treating yourself as a celebrity. Just on the only fact that you know it's a trillion some people don't walk the earth and you don't even know their name. At least 10,000 of your ancestors don't walk the earth and you don't even know their name. Like I said, what is you waiting for? When you gonna pick up the ball and get that shit pushing? You see what I'm saying? When? The ball in your court. The Most High woke you up this morning. And hopefully we all wake up, whoever looking at this video and whoever not looking at this video. Hopefully the ones supposed to wake up tomorrow wake up, and the ones that don't, may you go to the right place. You know what I mean? But you gotta be trying to love yourself, man. It's all about love in 2025. That's the only thing they're gonna give you energy to keep going. It's not about motivation. It's not about being inspired. It's not about being, oh, I just want to be like this person. Oh, this person got a Lamborghini, so I want a Lamborghini. Or he got a course for sale. It's not about that. You're going to get into all that down the journey, but it's not about that. The only way you're going to get on the journey is you finally understand through the journey, what's going to keep me going is energy. And where the energy come from? From love. Some of us forgot how to love, man. We done been so hurt. We done been so torn. We done lost so many loved ones. The only time we say we love someone, we having sex. We giving sexual energy out. Or we talking to our children. We barely say we love a regular person. We barely say we love the next person. You know what I mean? That's just facts. We gotta change that shit. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Ain't nobody here to save you. You gotta save you. You the one you looking for to save you. You gotta be the one to save you. Period. You got everything you need. You just ain't putting forth the effort to use it because you done forgot how to use it because you've been waiting and making excuses so long. You on the energy that's in, fuck it. I'm outside. I'm on what they on. That's cool if they was on some good shit, but you're around the wrong energy, so your memory effect is throwed off. You see what I'm saying? You either at the negative, at the zero, you just getting by, or you finally got down living like you want to. You know what I mean? It's 4 stages to this shit. And inside them stages, it's multiple stages into this shit. Some of us living in a negative, trying to live like we just getting by. And that's fucked up, because we know the truth. We don't want to see broke people don't want to admit they broke, and rich people don't want to admit they rich. Not all of them, you know, in 2025, a lot of rich people showing you they rich. I ain't gonna cap. But, like, if you know them in person, they not bragging about how rich they are. But as far as in social media content, you know, you got to show certain lifestyle and shit to get followers, to get paid followers, clientele, new customers and shit like that to keep the business flowing. Everything is a currency. You see what I'm saying? You got to keep that shit flowing. But, you know, broke people, especially so-called our culture, the black culture, we want to make excuses. We know we can't afford shit and we still go all out on, like Christmas just passed. I know a lot of folks went broke just for their kids. And to them, they think they did a good thing because they working. They can get it back. Taxes around the corner, they finna get it back. But guess what? They gonna do the same thing with them taxes. Spend it on the kids, pay the bills up for a few months, maybe buy a vehicle if they vehicle down, or put that vehicle in the shop and fix it if they got one. But ain't nobody talking about investing. Ain't nobody talking about buying no land, buying no houses, working on a family trust. Ain't nobody talking about none of that. Ain't nobody talking about building each other credit, see what's going on with that. They put one, they open up a custodial account for the children. Ain't nobody talking about that. They get credit cards and put these kids on as authorized users. So when they get 18, their credit be already good. And when they get home from school, until they get 18, we can put them in credit lessons from us so we can keep our credit fresh because we talking about it every day and we can have it drilled in the children so it can be automatic. We ain't got to make them do it. It's just second nature. What are we doing? What is we doing? We can't pass down the drug. Hey, you know, I was trapping this shit, you know. Yeah, so I'm going to give my kids the trap, you know. They going to goddamn hang with their partners and, you know, they got perks and shit, you know. Yeah, man. Man, what the fuck is we doing? What the fuck is we doing? And then, you know, the only reason I feel comfortable talking like this on YouTube, so calm, cool, and collect, because I talk like this in my everyday life. If anybody come across my page that know me in real life, they know I talk like this every day. And maybe they done forgot a little bit to a certain extent because I don't really be outside too much. And when I do, it's very quick. It's not, you know what I mean? Trying to chill and hang. Either going to the store for my children to get something to eat, or I'm paying some bills. Other than that, I'm in the house learning, still in my so-called ghost mode until I get where I want to be at in life. But a lot of us scared to do that because we trying to please friends, please family members. And then when we please them and they don't give us the return we want to talk about them. And now we beefing with family members, we beefing with friends. Life crazy, right? It's just some of us think we can have everything doing the wrong thing. Then when that shit gets snatched from us, we want to point fingers and get mad. That's crazy. I thought the whole purpose was if you were young and you started off on the bad side or you got into the bad shit and you had got some little motion from it, the goal was to stack some motion and get out the shit, not to stay in the shit or glorify the shit. You know what I mean? It's just too much information out here for us to be doing the same shit. You see what I'm saying? There's too much information out here for us to be doing the same shit. Love yourself. That's gonna be the first thing. You gotta love yourself. I know I love myself. My hands freezing and I'm still outside. I think I probably done walked like 3-4 laps. But I don't care because I'm chilling. I'm cooling. I'm with y'all. You see what I'm saying? I'm with y'all. I'm with family. My YouTube family. We kicking it. You know what I mean? Y'all done seen me in the daytime, in the morning time, nighttime. It's me, shit. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to hide. This is what it is. I love myself. Sometimes at night, I might just go for a walk and just, you know what I mean, play a podcast. A few podcasts. 2, 3 on, 4, 5 on. Take all of it in. Get back to the house. Go to my history tab. And replay the same 4, 5 podcasts so I can write shit down. Speed it up a little bit since I already heard it one time. Give y'all a little gem on how I learned a lot of the podcasts, a lot of information real fast. The first go, I listened to the podcast all the way out. Straight pay attention, don't take no notes. I ain't trying to miss anything. Second go, I'm taking notes and I'm speeding it up. And then the third time, I'm just taking notes. I know I probably missed something because it went fast. You see what I'm saying? You gotta have a system. If you ain't got no system, what the fuck is you doing? It's 2025 and you still point fingers at the next man. You mad because you broke. You mad because you ain't made a decision to get off your ass. Hey man, you gotta stop being a hater. You can't get mad because that nigga making a decision to get some money. Salute that nigga. Now you make your decision to get off your ass and you go get some money. Fuck trying to compare what he doing or she doing to what you doing. Everybody got a different lane, my boy. Your journey is not his journey or her journey. Your journey ain't her journey. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we got stuck in the black community. We got a group of friends and we all fucked up. And one of us just decided to take off, believe in themselves. Go all in, chase their goal. The other 4, 5, 6, how many, whatever in the group, we start hanging on. We trying to bring him down. Oh, look at him, he going to the library. Oh, look at him, he working security. Oh, look at him, he got him a little pluck. His shit smoking, but that car ain't gonna last long. But he ain't doing that. Oh, look at him, he done got an apartment in car town. What you trying to hide from the hood? You don't even fuck with that no more. You don't even come over the hood no more. What? Instead of supporting them, hey, boy, that was up. Hey, if they hire, hey, boy, how the hell you do that? Let me teach me how to do that. Hey, boy, I need to do that too, but I see you done changed. That energy done, but I see the whole aura done changed. I need some of that, because I'm tired of goddamn, it just feel like something on the nigga. I need to shake this. We don't be like that. Only time we be like that when ain't nobody watching. You see what I'm saying? 2025, baby. You looking at this video, and you done made it this far. I know you want something out of life. I want something out of life. I'm gonna get something out of life. You see what I'm saying? Like I keep saying in some of my videos, I'm 33 with 9 children, 10 children. You see what I'm saying? I love my life. I love the struggles I go through. I love all the problems. Why? Because he chose me to go through it. He could have chose anybody else to go through the lifestyle I'm going through, but he chose me. Why? Cause he got fed, I'm gonna go through it and overcome him. So I gotta already know, if he chose me, I must be already on top. Cause he know I'm gonna overcome him. Don't get stuck in the now, man. A lot of us stuck in the now. We get stuck in the now, and then we just feel like we can't never get out of this situation. This situation gonna last forever. We need help. We start trying to reach out to people that going through their own situation. And when they can't help us, we forget they going through their own situation. We get mad. We start throwing past situations up. Oh, I remember when I did this for you. I remember when I looked out and I ain't never asked for shit back. Boy, you owe me so many pair of pants, so many shoes. But when I went to the club, I paid. But come on, boy. Goddamn. Come on, man. Come on, man. First of all, you shouldn't even put yourself in a situation where you feel like you gotta ask somebody for something without even knowing their situation. Because if you're a friend to anybody, if you call them a friend first, you shouldn't try to put no pressure on them trying to help you, knowing they falling behind on their lifestyle too. You see what I'm saying? Niggas don't recognize that. Niggas just try to go big on a nigga and be like, well, he owe me that anyway. Fuck him. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the nigga. Fuck him. But you only like that because you done fucked up some money. You only like that because you losing that life at this moment. But when you were winning, you were giving everything out, not giving a fuck. See, when I was winning, I wasn't giving everything out, but I sure was getting everything I thought I wanted when I was a child and I couldn't get it. You see what I'm saying? I experienced that wave already. I experienced that when I wanted these J's and my mama couldn't get them, or my daddy wasn't there, or these outfits, or these Nike outfits, these Reeboks, or whatever the case it was. When I did get the money and the mindset, I went to go get those things. I splurged out. Me and my children head to toe for years straight, every day, not missing a day. They play clothes with J's. They play clothes with J's. Brand new J's. They get mud on the J's at the park. I just bought the J's. They go to the park, play, and don't get mud on them. I throw them away. Let them miss school the next day. I do what I got to do in the morning. By 12 o'clock, we going to the mall. That's what it was. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't trying to save money. My mind was already made up, say, shit, I ain't know I was going to touch this, but since I am touching it, I might well get what I want. And that's it, being stupid. You know what I mean? Not having no money management, not having no guidance, not having no coach, or not even thinking of getting a coach, not having no older family member close enough to even see what I was doing, to even give me advice on, young blood, do woo, woo, woo. Hey, young brother, do woo, woo, woo. No, I want none of that, and I ain't got the story as in everybody used me, and I gave this to everybody. I ain't got that story. Nah, I helped a lot of people, but you'll never know who I helped, because I never bring it up, and I never say their name, and I never say the situation. They just me. That's why a lot of folks fuck with me. Why? Or murder. You know what I mean? I ain't mobbing them, but I've been keeping silent to the street for a long time. You see what I'm saying? I don't speak on too much, and when I speak on something, I bet it's involving me, and I'm the main character, and I'm speaking on what I did. Meaning, I don't mind saying my experience in certain things. Now, don't get me wrong, I ain't just gonna set myself up for no okie doke, but you know what I mean? I don't do all that talking on everybody else shit. No matter what I seen or heard, or what was brought to me. But let me get back to the story, the whole topic. In 2025, love yourself. You gotta go all in. Every chance I got, I went all in on me. I might throw a couple clips of some bankroll, money rolls and shit in the past. Every chance I went in on me and my family. I did that. So if I can do it like that, I ain't got no choice but to do it like this. And you know, some of us looking at the video, you have too. You done got your taxes in and splurged on your family, went all in and went broke on Christmas for your family, went broke on their birthday, you done struggled at the last moment, done Uber, done got down DoorDash at the last minute to get some, done ran all these plays, you done did all this, you done ran across town, borrowed this from auntie, got this from your brother, got this, sold that, pawned this, pawned that, sold blood here, sold blood. I know, we all done been through that. And some of us haven't been through some of that, but we all been through some type of that. Them days where we don't know where the fuck the next whatever gonna come from, the next meal, the next drink, the next ride, the next goddamn, you know what I mean? We all done been there. But what I'm saying in 2025, you put yourself first and you love yourself, you gonna kind of make sure you don't get back there. Why? Because you love yourself. And I ain't saying we didn't love ourselves back then. Some of us were children, so it wasn't in our control. And I ain't gonna speak on that, speaking on nobody's parents. Because some of us ain't got parents now. Some of our parents already went home. Some of us still blessed to have our parents. And some of our parents here sick. So I'm not gonna speak on our parents. But we know how we grew up. Some of us didn't grow up how we wanted to. But now we grown and mature. Some of us that looking at the video, hey man, do what you want to do in 2025. Chase your motherfucking goals, and you gonna fall on your ass a few times. Same way you did when you rode a bike, or when you started skating, or you learned how to skateboard, or when you first learned how to flip, or you first learned how to swing, or you first learned how to climb the monkey bar, or your first fight, your first time rollerblade skate, your first time ice skating if you ever ice skated. Do that shit. Look forward to the failure. The quicker you fail, the quicker you succeed. Because now you learning on what not to do. I don't know why you getting scared to fail. You scared to be embarrassed. That should be the highlight. Why? Because you know you going to keep going. You know you ain't going to stop. You know what then you going to bust your ass. You going to fall on your face. You know you going to pick it up and keep going. So that's just going to be the highlight of the story in 5 to 10 years. Oh, I remember I did. I was down bad, but I just kept pushing. You hear the speeches. You hear the motivation on YouTube. You hear the good speech of inspiration on Instagram and TikTok. I'm not the only one here, so you got to stop ignoring it like it's not coming in your direction. Unless your suggestion page just on naked ass and rappers and shit you glorifying that really ain't going to benefit you. But you still going to see it every now and then. You can't avoid it because there's so much out there. I mean, same way it's a lot of negativity out there, it's a lot of positivity out there too. And in 2025, that's what we spread is love and positivity. And while we spreading that, we gonna love ourselves first. Cause we can't love the next person if we don't know how to love ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Love yourself. You got to do that. That's the only way you gonna, anything you get from this video, that's the only way you gonna apply it to your life. If you love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you gonna be like, but this nigga talking crazy. He don't know what he talking about, this and that. But in a little while, you gonna turn around, you gonna be like, oh shit, this nigga did know what he was talking about. Damn, Shawty kept going. I remember he was in the video walking around in the neighborhood. Now Shawty walking around $5 million houses. Now he got a goddamn garage full of 10 cars. Shawty kept going. That shit real. Damn, that shit paid off. You gotta have that mindset. You gotta walk with that energy. You gotta have that faith. Like can't nothing stop you. No matter what going on. No matter what. Figure that shit out. I know you going through some shit. Figure that shit out. And when you figure that shit out, stand on business and go all in. You gonna stand on business if somebody try to buck on you. I know 80% of the people that looking at this video gonna stand on business if somebody try to buck on you. So why not stand on business without the pressure? Life is pressure itself. Without the drama, shit, just out what you want in life, it's hard to get. But once you figure out how to get it, and you want it bad enough, you'll figure out ways to get it. Cause just because you know how to get it, don't mean you know ways to get it. You see what I'm saying? I'm in my neighborhood, walking, late night, on the cam with y'all. You see what I'm saying? I'm on a video cam with y'all, talking shit, keeping it 100. I didn't even know it was gonna be this is a long video. I knew it was gonna be long, but I didn't know it was gonna be this long. Like, I didn't try to time it, and then I didn't give myself no time limit. I just said, I gotta make a video for YouTube. And that's what you gotta do if that's what you wanna do. You always ain't gotta have a topic. You always ain't gotta have a niche. Of course, you already have a niche because it's day 5, but I'm saying, like, you always ain't gotta try to come up with something scripted and put together. Sometimes you put too much together, you faking it. Just come on this bitch and be real, be raw, and be authentic, nigga. That's it. Some people ain't gonna like you, some people is. That's how the real world works. Why you trying to buy love? Why you trying to fix love? Meaning, fix your videos up so perfect, now everybody like you. But if you ever have a meeting, you're not even the same person because you done edited so much shit. You don't even talk the same. The skin complexion not even that smooth. This and this, you don't even, you know what I mean? Stay real, stay raw, stay authentic, man. I'm gonna edit the video, but you ain't finna see me doing too much. And of course I'm gonna get lenses and lights and more shit, but you ain't finna see me doing too much. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. Be real, be raw, be authentic. Don't forget that. Love yourself. I was raised up on love, and that's what got me right here to survive everything I've been through. And you watching this video, 9 times out of 10, that's what got you to where you at in life right now is love. So just love yourself a little more. Let tighten up, you know what I mean? Let get them screws, tighten them screws. Let get this shit together. You see what I'm saying? Life is a roller coaster. Some of us on that down wave right now. But soon we're gonna be going up. And we don't know how far we're gonna go up. But you remember I said it's a roller coaster. So know at one point in time it's gonna come down again. You might not come so far down, but just know you're gonna come down again. This might be a good thing because now you're rebuilding the business. So you gotta kind of start over in a different category. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to come down every time. But be prepared for it. Prepare yourself. It's a rainy day around the corner for everybody. Prepare yourself. Love yourself. That we're gonna get you to outweigh that we're gonna separate the little boys from the men, the women from the little girls. Prepare yourself. Love yourself. Talk to yourself. And if you don't want to talk to yourself, just write it down as you think. You see what I'm saying? Journal every day. What you gotta change. What you did today. What you did yesterday. Different. Let me tell you why. Because I'm finna end the video and I love y'all. But let me tell you why. Because we all blessed enough to be able to use what we learned yesterday. Use it today to make our tomorrow better. Love life, love yourself, and you know what I mean? 2025, let's get it.